You stab in the back and then twisted it in. Oh, you left me for dead again.
Well, there's so many different angles to approach them. And I would use the angle of, especially if they have kids, I use that angle of, would you like something like this to happen to your kids? Especially if they have female kids. I mean, that, catches them off guard. Like, no. Oh, me, I can take the abuse, but no, I don't really want that to happen to my kids. And then you tell them that, well, if your kid is watching this happen to you, she might think it's okay, and she might not tell you when her boyfriend or her husband is doing it to her, until that day when you get that dreadful phone call that you don't want to get.
If you're a woman and you know that you have been abused, you should just speak out for help, because when you are quiet, your problem will be quiet with you.
They are now beginning to call them check. Woman laugh at and what is what. Then they go enter, father of the day. We're not saying that Lord.
Alright, hello everyone, I'm King Kong. Keep watching Fuse.
Women being able to stand up and be courageous and just say no to it. Don't accept it. If it happens once, it would always happen again. So don't indulge it.
Well, God, it's so bad. I feel for them, but all the same, if the man refuses to change, please let them run for their dear life. Because you might be there trying to tolerate, trying to bear it, and the man refuses to change, might end up to death. And we don't want any woman to die because of, I think they should run away from their dear life.
I think they should speak out. This is time to speak out and stand up against it. They are no animals, and nobody has the right to beat them or do anything bad against them. They are weaker, according to the Bible. They are the weaker sex.
My name is OLUFUNLOLA, OLADUNJOYE, and please keep watching Fuse.
I'm proud to say that December 28th this year, I would have been married for 30 years, and I have not touched my wife one day. So I stand here with authority, and I can say that I am totally against women abuse.
Be strong, don't hide, because nobody's going to know what you're feeling or your pain if you don't speak about it. And don't be scared of what's going to happen.
I think the more awareness we create, the more people talk about it, the more women can be able to speak out. If you've been through it, you talk about it, the easier it will be for everybody to realize that this is actually real and it happens, and we need to do something about it. So that way, the forces, the police, and other NGOs and people, who are there to support these victims can be able to really, have a lot of facts that can be able to put all these wicked and evil people. Sometimes, some people always say, like, it's not only the men that do the violence or, carry on. Some women also do that. When they feel like they're the breadwinner for the house, they're just going to be all over the guy every day. It might not be physically, emotionally. I'm the one feeding you, I'm the one providing, All these things affect people. So it's actually something that we all as human beings need, we need to come together and talk about it a lot. Do not be ashamed. That's what we need to do, yeah.
Now you know that you can't get justice and you should be able to seek redress. 2 is that we all must speak out. And speak out, stand up and say no to violence against women. People ask me if a woman is raped or even beaten up by her husband, they don't like to talk. But the question is, where will they go to? Who will they talk to? So we need to have centers where you can have kind of circle, where you can get support, and then we take it from there. So, and then this law has to be domesticated in all states. Lagos has a law in that regard, Ekiti has. Every state of Nigeria should domesticate the law. And then when you have centers, we have a center here in Lagos where victims of violence can go to. If you have such centers everywhere in Nigeria, then there's a place to go to. And the Inspector General said he's going to have a desk in every police station strictly for violence, for victims of violence. So most importantly is that violence against women should be an exception.
Victims of violence in Nigeria.
It was signed by President Jonathan, May 25th. I sponsored it in the House of Representatives and Senator Victor Ndomaigba in the Senate. Rape now, ladies and gentlemen, carries life imprisonment. Gang rape, 20 years imprisonment, individually and collectively. And the victim is entitled to financial compensation as the judge so determines, depending on the circumstances of the case.
You need to just come out. There's always a confidentiality, hearing your case. You can come on, you go to Mirabel Centers, you can go to Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team, You can talk to somebody and definitely there'll be something done about it.
I think it's important to create awareness concerning domestic violence and to promote the aspect that women should be able to come out and talk about being domestically abused. I think it's important for women to feel confident and for them to have a lot of support in the community, and for women to also bring up their daughters and their sons not to abuse women as well.
Hi, my name is Juliet Ibrahim. Keep watching Fuse.
It has become increasingly evident and imperative that an army of responsive guardians, men of valor, is needed to eradicate the menace of gender-based violence. We hear of terrorism at home and abroad. How about the terrorists in your bedroom?